Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm here with today's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. B90 is back. And you know what that means, guys? A whole new cast to tear apart. And what it's up with Chantel? Let's get right into this. Before the 90 days is back, which means no more happily ever after, which means no more Angela and Michael, Gino and Jasmine, and the best part, Rob and Sophie. Because if I don't ever see Sophie's whining face on TV again, I'll be one happy bitch. But let me tell you, after this first episode of B90, I agree with this tweet. TLC, I gotta hand it to you. You consistently find the most bizarre people around the globe. That is the fucking truth. So, first of all, we got introduced to Tiger Lily. She's from Texas, okay? And she is going to Jordan to meet her 22-year-old model fiance, Adnan. Okay, so we all know that this is going to work out great. Yeah, right. So Tiger Lily posted to her stories, a question and answer sesh. Someone asked, "What is your ethnicity?" She says, "Half Japanese, mom's side, and also Austrian and Native American on my father's side. It is hard to tell what ethnicity I am with my blonde hair, so here's me all natural. There's a reason why I went blonde. Stay tuned to find out why. But basically, most people know that girls change their hair color when life changing things happen." So, if you're wondering if Tiger Lily is her real name, she says, "Yes, my legal name is Tiger Lily. I was born with a Japanese name, Mariko, but changed it later on in life. Want to guess the reason? Reason one, it means something derogatory in another language. Reason two, the person who named me poison, killed, and stole from someone that I care deeply about." Whoa. Reason three, I'm all about freedom and I think we should pick our own names. So Tiger Lily works really hard for her money. Okay. Not only is she a certified handwriting specialist, she has a clothing website, okay, which also sells lingerie, which I find very interesting. And she also promotes a small business marketing program, okay, and it's basically a learning program where you can learn to market your small business and market it online and etc. So Tiger Lily has lots of side hustles. Now, remember when she said her previous marriage was like a golden cage? Well, this is her ex-husband, everyone. Okay. And yeah, I think he's rolling in the dough. He's the CEO of this company, which does enabled cash automation, which I don't even know what the fuck that is, but hey, I'm pretty sure he's raking in the dough. So on this episode, we also got to meet Chidi, a blind Nigerian Christian, okay, who does not plan on having sex until he gets married, and his lovely girlfriend, Renee. Okay, they've been talking for 5 years. Renee is just waiting to go out there and knock boots. So even though Chidi is a strict devout Christian and Renee believes in other things outside of this universe, such as the Illuminati, aliens, UFOs, etc. But hey, this relationship is going to work out, isn't it? Okay. So Chidi posts on Facebook that he is very grateful to get this opportunity. Um, he's very humbled to be able to tell his story on national television in America without even having to step foot in America. The one thing that I found very interesting, was on Facebook, his status is listed as single. Not in a relationship, not engaged, but just single. So I guess we shall see as the season goes on. Also, we got to meet Brian, okay, who was a paraplegic, and he told us how he became a paraplegic. He was shot in his spinal cord during a carjacking when he was 27 years old. Now, thanks to Mary Pants on IG, we now know the whole story. Okay, check this out. So, Brian, in an online interview, Brian opens up about his reckless past, detailing his life as a drug dealer, which he once considered just a part of his everyday routine. He reveals that he grew disillusioned with his former wife, who was also his business partner in the drug trade. Seeking something different, Brian started a relationship with someone younger while still married. Eventually, he confessed to his affair, leading him to move into a safe house for protection. That's how serious it got, okay? However, his path took a violent turn. One night, as he was returning home, he was confronted by a gunman who shot him in the shoulder. The bullet traveled to his spine, causing immediate paralysis. It was later discovered that his ex-wife had sort of orchestrated the hit, promising the gunman Brian's Gucci watch and wallet as payment, which the gunman took before fleeing. Wow. That's all I have to say is wow, wow, wow. And thank you to Mary Pants for finding this out. Now, next week, we have more couples to meet, such as Vanja and Bozo. Bozo is a Croatian professional basketball player, and Vanja is a professional fire dancer. She also has a vegan bakery. Okay, this season is going to be really, really fucking interesting. That's all I have to say. Now, moving on to the other way, we have Statler and Dempsey. Statler is still pissed off at the world. Please check out my latest update if you want to know why. Meanwhile, Dempsey is living her best van life, and she is also promoting a trip to Colombia with Dempsey. I bet you Statler's head is exploding. Dempsey is living her best life, while Statler, to be honest, is really fucking miserable. Now we have James and Tata, and I'm sorry. These guys are idiots. Okay. I can't even deal watching them on TV. They are so immature, especially her. And it's just like, what the fuck? Corona, aka Mookie. Yes, we found out that her nickname is Mookie. Okay. She has a lot to say about soft partnering. Okay. So I just want to share some video clips that I have of her. In the first one, she's talking about soft partnering. And the second one is an example of her not soft partnering, Inky. Okay. Remember that article I shared a few weeks back that he gave to one of his hometown newspapers or magazines or whatever, where he talks about that him and Corona are no longer together and basically dropped a bunch of spoilers? Yeah, that one. Well, Corona was pissed off when she saw that. So I'm going to show you an example of her not soft partnering and also Corona trying to be a rapper. So let me share my screen so you guys could take this all in like I did. So here is Corona explaining soft partnering.
Regrettably, been entirely too nice and held my composure entirely too much.
Actually, this is her not soft partnering, and I want to give video credit to the reality TV mess for this one. Okay, so first we're starting off with her not soft partnering.
And I'm fucking done with it. Apparently, contracts don't mean shit. Apparently, you don't need to take accountability for your actions. Apparently, we can just say whatever the fuck we want to say. So let the games begin. I have never in my life known more of a punk ass fucking bitch. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And to think, you said you're gonna, quote, take over the American reality TV market. You just wait till America finds out what a little bitch you are. You're not gonna take over shit.
I think it's pretty funny that everyone chooses.
Okay, so that is Corona, definitely not soft partnering. Now, this is her explaining what soft partnering is.
Me out for soft partnering, which I hate that term too, but nobody has ever asked for an example. So here's one. There was one time Inky told me he was going to have one beer with his friend and then call me by 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I don't ask for these parameters, but if you give them to me, I'm going to hold you to it. I'll talk to you later. Have fun. Bye. That fool didn't call me till the next day because he shut down the bar, shut down the club, and then went to after parties with girls and shit afterwards. So naturally, that's upsetting and that's disrespectful when you're in a relationship. So instead of chewing him the fuck out, I told him, hey, that hurts my feelings and I can't trust you when you do shit like this. So that's an example of me regulating my emotions and trying to have a conversation rather than bite somebody's head off for pissing me off. And then I told him I had a headache and I needed a nap.
Now we have Corona showing off her rapping skills. Check this out.
Okay, I now have more Icelandic followers than I ever have before, so everyone can help in on me learning the language a little bit better. I want to say, shake that ass. Now, I thought it was Hristuten ras, but I just Googled it, and Google is saying Hristu rasen. And I just want to know because I need to know. Is it Hristen ras, elsku? Somebody help me.
Okay, so she needs some help because she wants to write a rap song, apparently, and include Shake That Ass in it. Now, moving on to Shekinah, okay, who was a victim of DV by Sarper 2 episodes ago when he accidentally ripped out one of her hair extensions while ripping the phone out of her hand. But she makes excuses for him, and I will get into that during my recap of this week's episode of The Other Way. But anyway, Shekinah and from what I understand, Sarper are both in LA. Okay, Shekinah posted this the other day, tagged an LA-based bakery. Sarper's doing cameos, which to me kind of means that he must have a tax ID number, because how does Cameo pay you without a tax ID number? But hey, what do I know? So Shekinah and Sarper spotted in LA, from what I understand, filming, and Sarper waving to the masses. Anyway, Shaeeda is beautiful, going into her 3rd trimester of pregnancy and wondering if she's having a girl or a boy. And looking at that baby bump, I guess a girl. But that's just my opinion. Now, her and Bilal are so happy. And, you know, she had a scary moment a couple of weeks ago. She slipped down the stairs and fell. So she just wants to remind all pregnant ladies to please be careful, especially walking downstairs. Now, Natalie, on the other hand, is funny as fuck, and I'm going to show you why. Natalie has gotten into producing these reels on the gram, and she doesn't say a word in them, but she's funny as fuck. I'm going to show you why. As you can see here, Natalie is using her acting skills. So let me just share this with you guys. This is pretty fucking funny. Okay, so here we have Natalie at the gas station. Okay, so now I want want to share this one that I really thought was fucking funny.
I took my drugs and took my loving when I got out the spot. I left the party with the party making next. I took my drugs and took my loving.
And then one final one of her acting like she's in a New York City subway. I don't know why, but I just find these amusing. So let me know what you think of Natalie attempting to produce some funny content without saying a word. So what is going on with Chantel? Okay, this honestly, I'm kind of concerned because I saw this picture of her and a couple of reels, and it looks nothing like her. Okay, I am all for chowing down, living your best life. Hey, gain weight if you want to. I'm not going to judge you. I don't care. Okay, as long as you're not affecting your health, do whatever the fuck you want. But I don't know if it's a combination of too many fillers in her face plus weight gain, but I didn't recognize her. I was like, who the fuck is this? And then I realized it was Chantel. Moving on to the happily ever after cast. Okay. Rob is living his best life with his two amigos, Josh and Jamal. They're traveling everywhere. He's in Puerto Rico. And this is Sophie going on a trip with her someone. Now, I know both of them are in New York. Okay. And I know, some people, there were some people thinking maybe they were getting back together or they were, reuniting to hang out. No, it was all for work. Okay. As I can't exclusively tell you, the Last Resort Tell All was filmed as well as along with The Other Way. Tell All was filmed last weekend or the weekend before. I think it was last weekend. So, Sophie and Rob, yes, they were both in New York City, but they were working. Now, Sophie, on the other hand, okay, wants to put Lauren in her place because, like she says, if you got beef with me, it's definitely one-sided because I do not care. Laughing my ass off, I can definitely name one 90-day cast member that's obsessed with me. How many more videos about me you want to make to stay relevant, girl? This was all months ago. No one has a question for you. And people say I'm childish, laughing my ass off. She supports Angela's behavior, so people are starting to see her true colors, and I saw that anyway. But on a real, I hope she heals and stop trying to cause drama online. Because if it's not on TV in real life, I do not entertain negativity. So try using another cast member for some clout, love, because I am not the one. Well, okay. Moving on. Michael, what is he doing? Living his best life. Why shouldn't he? And here's a throwback picture of good old Angie when she had her original teeth. Jasmine, who recently went viral for bringing her own avocados to restaurants, which I say, what the fuck is that all about? Better hang on to her emotional support alligator, because while she was celebrating her birthday with Gino's cousin Dana and his wife Michelle, and as you can see here, Michelle says, "We all love you, Jasmine." Or what was Gino doing? Just hanging out with Jasmine's current boo, Matt, his ex. Okay, so Gino and Matt's ex are now besties, and they were hanging out, and she brought along her best friend. So, hey, Gino ain't sweating it. As for Kobe, did you know that he has 10 siblings, 7 sisters, and 3 brothers? He grew up in a house full of women, and he was a go-go dancer back in China. There is a new pillow talk format. Okay. Now it's going to be kind of like a house party, watch party type thing. This past episode featured people like Robert, Patrick, Misha, Dorsey, Kimberly. So let me know what you guys think about this new pillow talk format. Now, before I wrap up this edition of Oy Vey, just a couple of miscellaneous updates. TJ and Kimberly are reunited back in India. How long she will stay? As long as she's happy, TJ says. Paul is apparently doing cameos for $5. Okay, so if you want a $5 cameo, go hit up Paul. Okay, and as much as you guys may or may not know, I have a Florian fetish, but he is not an influencer in any shape or form. So just saying, Florian, I do love you, but come on. You and I both know you are not an influencer. Anfisa looking hot as always. And Jose and Louise doing I don't know what in the grocery store. Happy birthday to Mila. We have Kalani's adorable daughter with her daddy, Dallas. And before I say goodbye, I just want to share some closing words, a piece of advice, if you may say, from good old John.
Hello, everyone. I'm here with my lovely fiance, Megan, and we're going to go get ourselves a little... I want to give you a little food review without the food. See this firehouse right here? Well, in my opinion, now I can't speak for all their sandwiches there, but I can do, and what I can say is, if you go on a Philly cheesesteak, don't do it. Don't do it. Now, Steakums, for all Steakums problems, at least it tastes good, right? Well, the consistency kind of is like a big Steakum, and it's not that good. It should be dumpster firehouse. All right, thanks. That's where we're going to go. But I can't speak on all their sandwiches. But I can tell you this. Don't get the Philly cheesesteak.
So you heard it from John. Don't get the Philly cheesesteak from Firehouse Subs because it sucks. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit that like button. Share my video with a friend or 10. And please consider joining my membership. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye, everyone.